Hi. I think I've shared that I've been off of Facebook for a couple of years, except the messaging service, and on and off with Twitter because, you know, I wanted to see this thing unfold with Musk. And so I'm on there the other day, and we're talking about something, and I'm like saying, prove it scientifically. What observable fact are you using or facts to draw your conclusion from? And so, the person's kind of not answering. And then finally they come around and say, well, the UN said this with political science, so science has proved it. And it's like, uh, that, that takes a fundamental mistake in understanding science when you put political science, which is a very kind of flexible thing, against biology, chemistry, physics, whatever science. Political science is considerably different. Yes, science in the sense that it's study of politics, but it's largely composed of many theories, and it's not usually something you can, go into a laboratory and reproduce. And political science could be quite different depending on your point of view. If you were to take a political science course in communist China, I guarantee it would be quite different than one in the United States of America. Both would have their points of view, and they try to support it. But again, it's a more ethereal thing than hard-cut science. Like, okay, this is a chicken. What is his ancestor? Let's do some DNA testing. And we'll test all kinds of DNA from different chickens around the world, and we'll figure out the lineage of this chicken. There's going to be a lot of tests done, and then there's going to be some conclusions drawn. And the thing with, regular real science is someone else can do the same thing and get the same results. That's what's called peer-reviewed. The idea that other people within that field have looked at it. Some have actually duplicated the experiment, so they're kind of saying, oh, what this author is saying, what this experimenter, what the scientist is saying is actually true. Now, political science, like I say, is completely different. So I guess that, to me, says that we have people now, and of course you don't know how young these people are or what country they're, I don't go investigate and try to figure out what country they're from or what age they are. But you're supposed to be 13, I think, to be able to have a Twitter account. I'm not positive about that, but, that could be easily faked. So it's just odd when you meet someone who has no basis of the idea of what science is. Science has a lot of theories, but there's concrete facts underneath it. In other words, I found these 20 fossils, or other people have 20 fossils of this. I've got duplicates, I've had casts made of these other fossils so I can examine them, and I might eventually draw the conclusion that, oh, the descendant of dinosaurs are more like birds than they are like alligators. So, you come up with things like that. Yeah, there's a lot of theory in that, but usually, hopefully, each step you've taken has been logical. And it is true, though, someone else can look back at that data and draw a different conclusion. But the individual item itself is tangible. You can see it. You can examine it. It's physical. It's not an ethereal type thing like studying the way people govern themselves. So, notice that with math too. A lot of people saying, oh, well, I've never had to solve for X, they say. That's one of the things, I didn't need algebra because I've never had to test for X. Well, I'll tell you, I got hired in a company and I get my pay doubled because I could solve for X. We would have these big photo finishing processing machines. There would be 530 gallons of developer in it. And we had to make those up from 3 ingredients. You had the developer concentrate, you had water that you were going to add, and then you had this thing called starter. So you look on these things, and they have the directions for making 1 liter of the solution. So we've got to convert 1 liter to 530 gallons and have everything right. A simple algebraic thing where you put in factors, you solve for X. And, oh yeah, we should use this. And so you'd be surprised the number of jobs that you do need to solve for X. But it seems like now we're going to be out of high school. We're going to be producing individuals that know 20 different pronouns, but they don't have grasp on what science is. They're very poor at math, and my goodness, English. That's really going to be the pits. Usually is. I mean, if you can't construct 3 sentences to put on a job application or a college application, you've pretty much failed in the English department. You're teachers. So it just seems that people aren't up to where they need to be with the understanding of different subjects. And the pandemic, I mean, this is really sad, but, I could see where it would be true. People who missed a significant year from the pandemic are having trouble getting into college. And it's like, well, that makes sense to me. They missed a whole year, maybe. It wasn't like the school system said, well, forget it. We're not resuming school until we can do it. So basically, it would be like everybody being held back an entire year, well, maybe 2 years. And then you would go through that grade level again or complete it, whatever needs to be done. But that's a sad thing about the pandemic is the school system was very disrupted. And I guess the good thing about the pandemic with the school system was people started seeing what teachers are teaching their children. And a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people. So anyway, there it is. When is science not science? It's not science if you don't understand the basic concept. Bye.